People think if you cry easily, you're weak, too emotional, too sensitive, the kind of person who cries over movies, commercials, and mildly emotional TikToks. And okay, sometimes that's true, but psychology says crying easily isn't a flaw. It's actually a sign that your brain is working overtime. And yes, that includes the time you cried because someone raised their voice slightly. Here's what's really going on. People who cry easily don't just feel emotions. They experience them in HD, with surround sound, and bonus director's commentary. A sad song doesn't just play in the background, it grabs your soul and says, "Hey, remember that thing from 2016? Your brain has high emotional sensitivity. That means emotions hit you faster, harder, and deeper than they hit most people. When something emotional happens, your nervous system doesn't say, let's think about this. It says, okay, cool, we're crying now. But here's the twist. This same brain is also incredibly empathetic. You don't just understand how others feel, you absorb it. Someone near you is stressed. Congratulations. It's now your stress. Someone starts crying, your eyes start burning like they're syncing via Bluetooth. Psychology calls this emotional attunement. You call it, why am I crying? This isn't even my problem. Now, here's where the conflict starts. Because society loves emotional control. We're taught to stay strong, hold it together, and don't cry in public. So people like you grow up apologizing for their feelings. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm crying. Yes, you do. Your brain just felt something. Crying is actually your nervous system trying to calm you down. Emotional tears contain stress hormones. So when you cry, your body is basically saying, all right, emergency release. Evacuate the emotions. But instead of seeing this as healthy, people think you're overreacting. And let's talk about how easily you cry. You don't just cry when something big happens. You cry when someone is kind to you unexpectedly. A movie character finally believes in themselves. A dog gets adopted. Or someone asks, are you okay? In the wrong tone. That's because your brain doesn't filter emotions well. Small things stack up. A look, a memory, a comment, and suddenly your emotional storage is full. System update required. Tears. Another reason you cry easily is because you think deeply. You reflect. You replay conversations. You imagine outcomes. Your brain doesn't skim life, it deep dives. When emotions come up, they come with context, meaning, and a full emotional essay. Other people push feelings down until they explode later as anger or burnout. You cry now and function later. And yes, it can be inconvenient. Crying in the bathroom, crying in the car, crying while saying, I'm fine, through tears. But psychology shows something important. People who cry easily often have high emotional intelligence. You're aware of your feelings instead of running from them. While others numb out, distract themselves, or pretend they're okay, you process emotions in real time. It looks messy, but it's healthier. Here's the real problem though. When you're this sensitive, the world can feel loud. Harsh words hit harder. Stress drains you faster. And without boundaries, emotional sensitivity turns into exhaustion. That's why people who cry easily don't need to toughen up. They need better boundaries. More rest, more alone time, less emotional chaos, and permission to feel without shame. Because when sensitivity is balanced, it becomes a superpower. You connect deeply. You care genuinely. You feel joy intensely. You love hard. Yes, heartbreak hurts more, but love also means more. So if you cry easily, it doesn't mean you're weak. It means your emotional volume is turned up, not broken. You don't lack control, you just feel life fully. And honestly, in a world that avoids feelings at all costs, that's rare. If this video felt uncomfortably accurate, hit subscribe, because the next one might explain why you also get emotionally attached to fictional characters and random strangers' life stories.